Fags.com, it has been brought to my attention that you are Christian extremists, and I decided to take the liberty of making this audio, seeing as you're clearly not intelligent enough to read this in half the time the current monotone playing this message can. Society has always condoned religion for its strong ethics, and as an atheist, I will not deny that I know a lot of religious people who are high on ethics. However, despite this, there are many exceptions. You are most definitely one of them. I also view some religious people as intelligent. I mean, come on, remembering all those Bible lines? Got to take some time and effort and dedication. However, yet again, you, like many other sites which just take the supposed religion, which would most definitely be defined better as a cult due to your site's horrible misrepresentation of a grouping system, and shove beliefs down its throat, are exceptions. Admittedly, however, my last point is debatable. I mean, with Bible bashers like you saying they'll burn in hell for eternity if they find the odd person of the same sex attractive, basically blackmailing them, you'd have to be pretty damn courageous to ignore the safe and yet pathetic way out and fall victim to worshiping a god which has been proved many a time to not exist. Some examples of your contradictions and overall stupidity would be as follows. You condone murder in a war which many define as just. Even if you don't define the war as just, at what point do you have the justification to claim it as just? You simply don't. Period. Patriots are dying every day to make Iraq a better place, and in doing so, saving hundreds upon hundreds of innocent lives, yet you celebrate and thank the superior being that you worship for their deaths, which contradicts the Bible in so many ways. And yes, I know just wars are mainly Catholic-based and you are Protestant Baptists, but for you to deny that some wars are justified just further proves your downright arrogance to anything which is outside the comfort zone of your controversial belief system in today's society. You ask people to not use contraception, but in doing so, are killing hundreds of people, innocent people, who contract AIDS. AIDS is so common in places like Africa, and despite what initially might have started out as something that you may classify as immoral, children are dying every day. So sue me for not believing in this philosophy you Christians constantly, and in vain try to brainwash us all with, that we should suffer for sins of those who are dead, who we many never want to be affiliated with. And the final example of your idleness and bias of how you conduct your life and force that very lifestyle on so many people oblivious to the insanity of it all, the constant homophobic juvenile rantings you lecture so many times on your site. So many studies show that being homophobic is not an optional decision, but genetic or neurological. In brain scans, the heterosexual male and heterosexual female shows significant differences. However, this is not the case in heterosexual female and homosexual male brain scans. While being different in other areas like expected, they are also incredibly alike, and this is a consistent result. Another example would be the 50% probability rate of a homosexual male's male sibling also being homosexual. The stacks upon stacks of research goes on. Yet you continue to label them as immoral and unethical people who need to be eradicated. Like many sites, I think your site leaves a message more about the publishers as opposed to what they intend to get across. You're violent people who hate the world around you and use your religion as an excuse. But let's admit it, Muslim, atheist, agnostic, Jewish, Hindu, it wouldn't make any difference whatsoever. You'd still be rejoicing when people's loved ones die, you'd still be praising people for the death of innocent children, and you'd still be twisted bastards. In no way will I ever give you the pleasure of thanking you for something you should be forced to listen for the rest of your life due to your patheticness, but either way, this is the conclusion to my message to you. Monotone